What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we've got the B9 Audi S4 with us today, and we've got some more Canadian Auto Performance carbon fiber going on this thing to make this thing transform. We already have quite a bit of cap stuff on this car. We've got this, we've got the front grille, and we have the back spoiler. This is my favorite part, man. This carbon is just so perfect. So now the only thing missing is these mirrors. They need to be carbon. So huge shout out to them for sending me these because these look absolutely insane. I mean, you're gonna go from this to this. Yeah, I had that upside down, but you'll go from that to this. It's gonna look amazing. So I'm gonna show you guys how to install these step by step so that you, for one, don't break any glass, and for two, don't mess up your mirrors. Now we do have the blind spot detection on our mirrors, so if you guys do not have that, it might be slightly different. I think that you'll end up just having like one less little plug in here to get out, so it'll be even easier for you. But if you do have those blind spots, kind of hard to show, but if you do have these blind spot detectors, then you'll have to do exactly what we do. So ours will be the hardest install that you'll have to do. And as you saw, if you do need any more room, make sure that you turn off your automatic mirrors if you lock your car, because if you're, hitting up against this, your car locks and these fold in while they're folded out, you could maybe break something, but these things you can move pretty much wherever you need to. So first things first, what we're gonna wanna do is take out the glass of the mirror, because that's what you're gonna need to take out in order to get to everything else.
Okay, so to pop this glass out, if they've never been out, they're a little bit more difficult. Once you pop them out once or twice, they're usually pretty easy to get out. On the passenger side, you're gonna push it all the way in, and you'll kinda have access to this back section. You can't really feel anything, so you kinda have to get lucky with popping it out. Usually I just work it a little bit more, and they'll kinda ease the plastic up, and then it'll kind of just pop, and you'll kind of have to just work it around. And you really want to try to focus getting your pressure behind the glass instead of like, yeah, I can grab right here on the end, but that's the furthest away from where the mount is. Yeah. So we're gonna risk cracking the glass if I'm yanking out here. Right. So I pushed it down and in, so I can still get my fingers up here. There's some tools that you can get, some plastic tools, which sometimes helps a little bit more with leverage because you're staying a little more centered. So like you can use a big
get right in
tool
behind
like this and really get back here. You do have to be careful because there are some things back here that you don't want to be, breaking in the process. So again, we're being careful here, but we are giving it a little bit of force, trying to get it off.
Yeah, you guys can kind of see in there. There's just tabs that are right behind the mirror. Like I said, we did it on the other side, and you can see them a little bit better on the other side, but same thing over here.
Yeah, the passenger side's a little bit harder because your access isn't as good because the mirror adjustment isn't the same as over there. So this one's a little bit more difficult to get behind. Sometimes you can get away with like pushing it the other direction and start working your fingers in through here, just kind of working it around, just trying to, again, ease up those little plastic clips back there. You're just trying to work them out a little bit. Without breaking them, that's the key. These clips don't really break, it's the glass that breaks. So you have to just be careful. Worse. Yeah, so like I'm pushing on my very fingertips, which are like about here behind the glass. This one I'm not really pushing right now. Again, I'm just kind of giving it some work. And eventually you'll kind of work up to pulling a little bit harder. And, if you're scared you're gonna break the glass, then you should probably bring it somewhere. That'll just replace the glass if they break it. But, because these glass pieces are not terribly cheap. So you do have to keep that in mind. Yeah, don't just go blasting on this. Yeah, this side definitely seems to be a little bit more difficult than the other side. I essentially just put that pry tool up here, pried against the mirror housing, and just got it to pop. Again, I wasn't using a lot of force, but now we can see we've popped those clips. So now we're gonna work around trying to get the other ones popped. Yeah, so the clip that he's talking about is literally right there. These little guys right here, there's 4 of them. All around the mirror. You can't really reach them unless, you're behind it. So we're just gonna kind of, again, work around this glass here. And there are connectors in here, which you guys will see on the other side too, that you'll have to be a little bit careful of, but as you can tell, as long as you don't rip the glass out, they'll be fine. This one's a little bit harder, but now you can see that glass is released, just like that. Boom. And so now you have a connector here, right here, connector here, just a little push connector. So Just give her a little pressure right here. It'll pull right out. And then you have these two guys right here. There is some glue down here, so you don't want to just go yanking them off. I'll show you the way that I like to do it. On any heated mirror, you're going to have these, but they have a tendency to fail if you just yank on them, because the glue's not, it's not like
it'll
super
just pull off of the mirror.
glue. So I like to get a pry tool after I take this connector off. I like to get the mirror open a little bit. I like to put a pry tool right here on the glue and hold it down. And then these pieces I just kind of work out. So you'll kind of see, you're just gonna be hard to see because my fingers are gonna be in the way. But I like to put the pry tool on the glue here. Glue right here. Maybe. Yep, just a little bit on the glue. Just to hold that piece down. Like that. And then I just like to grab the connector piece. You don't want to grab up here on the wire. Grab the connector and you just kind of wiggle it around. And I'm pushing pretty decently here, just trying to keep that from rocking with me working it. So there we go.
Boom.
Like, just like that.
Same thing on the other one.
Yep. And you can get a better pry tool than what I got in my hand right now, but...
Yeah. Or if you don't have pry tools, finger will do just fine. Just a little bit harder.
Yeah, if you can get your finger in there, but...
Yeah.
And now we have the glass removed. So put this in a safe place.
Yep.
Don't want to break it. So you can see here, we're gonna actually work to get this piece off here, this piece of plastic. You have one bolt here, one bolt there, one bolt here, and then this little guy right behind it. So there's 4 bolts. They're T10, they're Torx 10s, pretty small. On the S4, they're all the same length, so you don't have to worry about mixing them up. On some Audi models, they're different lengths, so you'll just have to keep track of that. On the S4, they're all the same length. So we're just gonna pop those out and then pull this piece off.
Nice. That is definitely the move, to tap it a little bit, make it fall out.
Just a little tap.
Yep.
Just a little tap. So we're just gonna work a little bit from the bottom. You kind of just gotta wing it. There's little plastic clips that hold this retainer piece on.
You cannot see from any angle.
No, that would be too easy.
Yeah.
So you kind of just gotta wing it. Just like that.
Yeah, if you're pulling too hard, you might be in the wrong spot. Just use a little bit of pinching force and...
Yeah, you kind of just pinch these two together and it usually releases the clips that are up top and down here. So you do have some clips up top that you can see like little holes for. I don't even know if they do anything on these S4s. But anyways, these little guys.
Easy enough. Yeah.
Yep. All right, so now we have to worry about the blind spot light here. The easiest way to attack it is usually when it's off. So like when you pop this up, then you have access to kind of play with this a little bit more. So we're just gonna take this off. So there's 2 tabs right here. One up top here, another one right here. And that's gonna release it.
Yeah, you just lift right up on it.
And then you'll still have to work it around because it is an OEM piece, so it's, you know, been on the car for however long. But this one popped right up, super easy.
Yep.
So now we're gonna attack this connector now that we have a little more access to it. You have one little tab right here. So we're just gonna grab that little tab. Maybe. Sometimes you gotta get it a little creative with your angles when you're doing these mirrors. And the passenger side, this connector's not as long as the driver's side. So the driver's side, you can kind of clear it out of the way, but this one you can't. If you have a little pick tool, that'll help you push that little piece in, the little connector in, and you kind of just wiggle it up. There you go, and you're released. So now we have to transfer this over to the carbon fiber piece. Little tab right here, baby tab on this side, and then we'll just pop this out.
And to clarify, you're not pulling this into the actual
you're actually
cover, you're
out.
pushing it out, yeah.
Sometimes you gotta give it a little force. There you go, now it's out.
Nice.
Now we'll get the carbon fiber mirror cover. Ignore that. Carbon fiber mirror cover. I don't even know what that was, to be honest with you. So now we'll get the carbon fiber one and put this in there. Let's put this in, hook that connector piece in, slide the sensor, slide the light in there, and you'll hear it click in. That's when you know you're good. Just make sure it's solid in there, it's flush around, because you're not going to really be able to see it when you're mounting the mirror cap on. So we're going to actually plug this in first, so that we don't have to deal with it when there's no room. So again, we're just going to loop that in there, and then here's your little connector, and there you go.
Yep, easy enough.
So when I mount it, I like to start in this corner, get my alignment on this turn signal here, okay, just so I know where my corner is here. And now we can focus on these top 2 tabs. You kind of want to swing this edge out because there's 2 little clips in the front that slide in. Okay, and then we have these 2 little tabs on the top, just like that. And so now it's on there solid. It's on there. We don't have to hold it on. We're gonna actually, when we put the screws in for this front bezel, we're gonna kind of walk them in so that we can adjust this cap as it goes in. Now these cap parts actually fit really nice. I mean, like, you can even check it out now.
Yeah, without even
all the
being
body
fitted
lines
in.
are,
Yeah.
you know,
Wow.
tight. So when we put that retainer piece in, that front piece, again, we're just gonna kind of walk it in just to make sure we keep those body lines perfect. We put this front piece in, remember we have connectors we gotta plug into the glass. So your heaters and your one connector here. Remember, when you put this on, you have connectors that need to go through this piece of the glass, just like that. Make sure they're accessible. And then we're gonna line it up. And remember, all these clips, these have a bunch of clips, so we're gonna kind of have to just work it in, and then focus on getting this mirror cap kind of underneath. It kind of slides in a little groove. So there we go. So now we can see that fitment is really good.
Yeah.
As it is, and we don't even have any of the bolts in. So now we're gonna put those bolts in. We're gonna put them in about 75–80% of the way, and then we're gonna kind of move around as we adjust everything together so we get that crisp OEM plus look. We have these 4 bolts. They're all the same length, so it doesn't really matter where we put them. Again, we're gonna go 85% at maximum in. I like to stay between 50 and 75% of the way in. And then we'll do our adjustments and tighten them all down individually.
Yeah, going in fully is overrated.
Yeah, you just gotta be able to go in enough that you can pull out.
And again, this goes in the hole that is closer to the center. That outer hole, on both of the sides for us, there was no bolt in that, so.
Yep.
Don't know if that'll change for you, but.
So now that we have these, majority of the way in, we can really focus on our alignment. Really focus in, again, make sure that this is in that little groove. And then I'm gonna start up on this top edge. Work this one in first. And you don't need these to be super duper tight. Good little turn is all you need.
Keep in mind, you're going into plastic and carbon fiber, so don't go too crazy.
Yep.
Boom.
And that's how you do it. Now the cap is installed. We got to put on this piece of glass here, but I like to just come in and check these lines, make sure everything looks crispy. Look at that.
Dude, that looks so good. God, that is such a solid piece of carbon fiber, and that's with a bunch of handprints and unfinished, uncoated, everything.
Okay, so to put this glass back in, again, we're gonna focus on our connectors first. These ones are a little bit harder to do tight, so we're gonna put these in first. And these just push right on.
And does it matter which one goes on which on those?
I doubt it.
That's good.
Doubt it. Then we're gonna clip this piece back in here. Okay, clip it in. Boop. Okay, and this piece right here has a little retainer on the back of the glass that we need to make sure that we put it back into. So we're going to put this back in its line here, line holder. These 2 little edges go to the other side of that clip, just like that. Okay, and then this middle piece just push down, just like that. And this glass is super easy to put in. You might want to realign your centerpiece just so you can push on it a little more centered. But you're literally gonna line these two hooks up into these metal guides, just like this, and you can see the mirror's already centered. So then we're just gonna give it a firm little push and push around. See, that was that last one. So again, you have clip, 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 clip. So again, we're just gonna focus on those areas, and this glass is in there. She's ready to go. So
boom.
Ready to go.
Oh yeah, let's see this. So final product straight on. This looks so much better now. The car actually flows a lot better now. And honestly, this is making me definitely 100% one step closer to getting this roof wrapped. Yeah, dude, so much cleaner here. Honestly, too, I just realized all of this can get some black wrap as well. But overall, super, super easy install. This did not take very much time at all. You guys could do this yourself pretty easily. Having a pick tool or these little plastic tools would definitely help, but you could probably do it without them. It would just take a little bit longer. Huge, huge shout out to Canadian Auto Performance for all of these parts that are on this car currently. If you guys want anything that you see on this car or anything that is coming for this car, I'll show you guys a little bit of a secret right now. So if you open up this trunk, and here we've got 3 huge boxes from Cap. Let's close that. Ignore that for now. You guys have to check out Canadian Auto Performance. They have the best parts for these Audi cars, and they're starting to dabble a little bit more in BMW stuff too. So if you guys want to check anything out, their link is down in the description. You guys can use code FREEWAY for 5% off of anything. But let's go ahead, get this car washed up so that we can see how this car will look with these clean mirror caps on them. All right, the car is now clean. Man, every time I clean this car, I remember how much I just love these wheels. Everything on this thing just flows so much better when it's actually clean. Like, just look at the mirror cap, dude. That really brought everything together. And then the metallic in this paint, if I can get it on camera, oh yeah, dude. It's so nice. It's hard to get it to focus, but dude, look at that. Oh my God, it's just perfect. So again, if you guys want to get your B9 S4 to look like this, check out Canadian Auto Performance. They are linked down in the description. They are the GOATs. And man, even the t-shirts are comfortable. So if you guys enjoyed the video and you want to see what is in that trunk to make this thing faster, drop a like, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.